Ladies and gentlemen, it's an overcast day down here at Montrose Recreation Reserve. A huge class here, 2v3 on the ladder with finals jeopardy in all costs today. It's meant to be a huge day down here. Yes, it's the Deakin University match of the round down here at Montrose Recreation Reserve. Played out here between Montrose and Mooroolbark in a huge clash that's set to have some finals ramifications for spots and definitely a lot of poison here for this great contest between these two great sides. I'm Blake Tennant and joined, I believe this might be our first game together. I know we did boundary in the senior men's comp the other day, but I'm here joined by Oscar Lucky. How are you, mate?
Yeah, good. Thanks, Blake. It's good to be here. Yeah. It's lovely to be up on the balcony as well. It's a great spot. Finally
get to do one. I've been listening into your good work the last couple of weeks, so it's good to see that I'm finally here with you, mate. So it should be a exciting day. Overcast sort of day. I'm not going to say anything about the weather because we've got our fellow boundary reporter as well to let you know about it as well.
Oscar, if he does mention it, just, give him a hard time about it. The other thing is we've got to keep him from not being too biased towards his beloved Montrose.
I don't support that club. Oh, I get in trouble there. But it should be exciting. We've got both coaches coming on very shortly. I'm sure they're just getting through their final preparations for this day as well. We're going to do some stats around, before we get to. So the sides obviously met, of course, the last time. It was round 6 and it was a draw, 2-3-15 apiece down at Mooroolbark Heights Reserve in a really good game down there at Heights Reserve. But the thing is, it's a smaller ground compared to what Mooroolbark are playing on today. So it could be another classic game of footy here, Oscar.
Yeah, it definitely could. And obviously the current ladder positions as well. Montrose second with 232.61 percentage with the last 8 wins and 2 losses, 1 draw and 1 bye is their form. And Mooroolbark coming in third, so they've got something to prove as well today, getting closer to finals in that third position. So it should be a good game today.
Yeah, it should be a great contest as well. And just to talk about it, I think we can address the elephant, of course. Montrose defeating Blackburn last week, and it definitely surprised me as well. And I tipped the Burners last week, and copped a little bit of flack, but that's okay. You can cop that as well. So that was a big win. Blackburn's first loss of the season, of course, last week to Montrose in a contest that was really a good game of footy, especially down at Mooroolbark, which is the bit that got me the most, I reckon, seeing Montrose win. And that's probably their win of the year, and it could spark them coming in against a red-hot Mustangs side that are ready to go, playing some terrific footy, back-to-back premiers, of course, coming up a division, and boy, they haven't really looked out of sight at all, Oscar.
No, they haven't, and that's a huge win against the first on the ladder Blackburn. So definitely, as you said, some momentum possibly going into the final series. So that's huge for them.
Yeah, and we'll just currently go through a couple more statistics as well. So we're looking at here, I call it the Big Four. So the Big Four that you'll be seeing in the Montrose colours is definitely Hannah Lawson, Emily DeValin and Chloe Jones. And, of course, another player that flies under the radar a little bit here, and that's Tiana Whitnish, who you'll be seeing today as well. She's having a really good year as well, flying under the radar, which is great as well. We might have to leave it there because we've got the Montrose senior coach joining us for the first time. It's the second time we've had a great chat with Shalette Baker here. Shalette, how you feeling? Overcast conditions, that's okay. If you can't hear? No. Hang on, I might take you one a little bit. How's that? Is that a bit better? We can hear you. We can hear. Okay. Yeah. Can you hear me through here?
No.
Oh, okay.
That's all right.
But yeah, Shalette, welcome aboard. Overcast conditions today. How are you judging the weather today? Because it's going to be an exciting game against a red hot Mooroolbark side.
Yeah. I don't think it really matters if the rain comes or doesn't come. I think it's just going to be a really contested game today, and I think if we can bring the pressure that we know we can, hopefully just trying to shut down a bit of their run.
Yeah.
So obviously a strong side, Mooroolbark. What's the preparation been like during the week to prepare for the Mooroolbark team?
Yeah, I think it's not dissimilar to what we were trying to do with Blackburn last week. And what it is just try and identify some of the key players in Mooroolbark. If we can shut them down, then I think we stand ourselves in pretty good stead.
Now, I'm going to address the elephant in the room. I think we got to. Beating Blackburn last week, of course. I think we've got to give some high praise here. Now, do want to apologise. So, as you know, I don't mind a little bit of Montrose footy, but tipped Blackburn last week. But that's incredible. You know, talk us through that incredible win against a really good Blackburn side, being a benchmark side in the competition, and you gave them their first loss. How does that one feel?
Oh, yeah, it gives us belief, actually. And that was one of the things that we said after the game, that if we can really compete against the Blackburns and Waverley as well, but also Mooroolbark, it gives us some belief that we can go deep into finals. So, it was exciting, and the thing is that we have to back it up today.
Yeah, definitely. And, you know, coming into this game, of course, you know, it's kind of been, you know, an up and down sort of thing, but you've got to look out for these three players who are on here. And are you going to look into a bit of, you know, maybe a bit of Bella McMaster, Ola Brown, Ruby Haverfield, of course, having some really good seasons? Definitely going to have a look in, or what's the go there?
Yeah, I think if the first thing you have to identify are the key players, which you've just mentioned. So we do have plans in place, but it means that even though we try and do a shutdown role, our players that are on those have to do attacking as well. So we've learned a lot over the last journey, and even against, who was it? Beaconsfield, we learnt a few of those shutdown roles. So some of our girls are getting some confidence of what they've got to do.
Yep.
You guys have read off a couple of good wins. What do you sort of take into this one? What's sort of the main message for the girls today?
Well, just enjoy our last home and away game, really. So, you know, after this one, we can't do anything else but prepare for finals. So it's nice to know that we're already finals bound, but, you know, Mooroolbark have got as much pressure on them as us to try and get that second spot. So
it is certainly a big game as well. And just before we go, what plans were you involved with the bike? Because I know it's annoying and frustrating, especially the last game of the year. So what would you do? Would you have a Saturday training session, or maybe, you know, a light Monday or a light Wednesday or something? Is that what we're looking like?
Well, no, I think we've just got our training just has to continue the way it is because everyone else is still playing. And so Saturday we'll get together and just do a training. Pretty high intense because we're missing that game that everyone else is. But it gives us the chance to rest some bodies, which is an advantage, I think, before we hit finals. And typically we haven't been too bad coming off a bit of a break. So we're not too worried about it, actually.
Well, we might have to leave it there, Shalette. We've got a big game ahead of us, and you've got to get in that coach's box as well. But I just want to say thank you very much for giving up your available time, of course, for a big game against the Mustangs.
No worries, thank you.
No worries. Shalette Baker, the Montrose senior women's coach. And after we leave there, we've actually we've got the coaches all lined up here, and our great boundary reporter does a terrific job, Kate Green, and we're now joined here by the Mooroolbark women's senior coach, Karen Ralph. And I just want to say I'm glad that I'm the first Blake. I know when we called last week, I was the only Blake I know. Actually made me feel really excited. Good to see you, and good to actually talk in person.
Yes.
It's my first time talking in person, so it's great. How you been?
Yeah, no, good, thank you, Blake. And nice to put a face to the name I hear, or the voice I hear on the radio every week. So, and welcome, Oscar.
Thank you.
No, he's doing a terrific job, of course, joining us, of course, this year. But I want to get stuck into the sort of things as well. How have you seen, obviously this is my first time talking real, and, I know, back-to-back premierships, a little bit, maybe distance a little bit now because you're coming into new division, but how have you seen, coming into this new comp?
Yeah, it's been exciting. We, I think when I was talking to you last week, it's hard to know exactly what the potential of this group is, and what we've seen over the season is we've been able to improve each week and learn, and I think we'll get an opportunity to do that today. Montrose is a really good side, well structured, probably play similar in style to us. Yeah. So regardless of the result, we'll come away, learning more about our players this week.
Yeah, obviously Montrose are a very strong side. How do you how important is the back line today to shut them down when they're going forward?
Exceptionally important today. I was always a defender myself, so my players have probably heard this 1,000
Were
times.
you a lockdown defender back in the...
I was.
Yeah.
I played with a lot of players who could kick and stuff much better than me, so I had a very specific role.
There you go.
Offense sells tickets, defense wins games.
That's
is
correct.
my theory. So we start our attack from defense. They set up our structures. So yeah, key part of the game, absolutely.
Now, a player that I've been... I don't think I've really talked to on the podcast, but this person needs a lot of love here, and that's Ella Brown. And, I followed her career when I was down at the Eastern Ranges, of course, and, she was, I would say, a little, wasn't quite in that side, but then apparently got a few games last year, which is great. And she's just playing midfield, and I reckon she's in career best form at the moment. She's not only is she a midfielder, but she's kicking goals, and you need that from a midfielder as well to even the balance out. Can you just talk about how good she's been the last couple of weeks?
Yeah, she's been really great. And it must be hard for those players that are sort of between VFLW and their club sides, because they're getting taught one thing at one place and one thing at another place. So that adjustment period for them can be challenging as well. And like I said, she's learning more about us each week. She just works so hard contest to contest. Like I said, gets forward of the ball, kicks goals, and then works hard defensively. So yeah, really, really pleased with how she's going.
And what's sort of the main message for the girls today coming into this one? It's obviously a big contest, getting close to the final series. So what's sort of the main message for them today?
Yeah, with the gameplay today, it's probably long and direct, certainly down to whatever that side of the ground is. I don't know, is that east, west, whatever? That one
Just
there.
go to the right and the left of the dial, I reckon.
Right and the left of the dial. We know that the ground here probably plays more attacking down that, away from the scoreboard, we'll say, that end of the ground. So long and direct. We'll use the top end of the ground, I think, mostly away from the club rooms, I would say. We feel like we can attack more from there, and just really back our mids, really strong bodies in there as well.
Just backing up what Oscar said as well. So obviously coming to Montrose, it's a tiny ground compared to the Heights, of course. Is that something you worked a little bit on at training as well, like this week?
Yeah, I think I said to you last week, so we train at the Heights, but we also train at Kaloran, which is a junior ground. So we actually have sort of the opportunity to shift slightly our game plan and our structures and our positioning, based on both of those training sessions. So we think we'll be okay. Yeah.
And, coming in, obviously, having some really good players, of course, that have stepped up really big as well. But do you reckon this is an 8-point game? Like, just having a look at it, on basing off the ladder, you're third on the ladder, got a great percentage, of course. Win today would obviously salute yourselves into second place. Montrose do have the bye in round 14, of course. But do you feel like this is an 8-point game?
Yeah, win today and we cement the second spot regardless of what happens next week. So really important game. It's a real privilege for us. The last couple of seasons we've been in this position, each of the last 3 seasons. And funnily enough, every one of the last 3 seasons, we've played the same team we've then played in the first week of final. So potentially could happen again today. So lots riding on the game for both teams today.
Just one more as well, and I've seen as well, road safety round, of course. Needed to remind that. I saw Mooroolbark they've done a terrific week this week with the road safety round, which is a great awareness as well for not only, obviously, us, full licenses, but also for the younger generation, so they're coming in to do that. What was the build-up for the road safety rounders around your club today, of course, wearing the blue armbands today?
Yeah, look, RJ Spicer, who does our socials, is amazing. I think, arguably best in the league, I reckon.
Don't say that, don't say
So
he's probably watching on from
he probably is, actually, so I will give him a shout out. No, he's done an incredible job. Look, footy clubs, the players that play at footy clubs are part of the community. We're not, we're very aware that there's road deaths every single week that are preventable as well. So, we really want to get behind it and make sure, like I said, particularly young people who can be a little more risk-taking than some of us that are a little bit older. So we just want to make sure they're all safe, because we don't want anything to happen that really impacts the club, so all players. Yeah,
it's a terrific awareness. You got some coaching to do. You got a big day today, 8-point game, as she says. So a win tonight.
I'm very well aware of who you backed also.
Yeah, sorry about that.
No, you got to pick someone. That's okay.
Yeah, that's fine. But no, thank you for giving up your valuable time as well before you head into the coach's box. And 8-point game today. And if we don't catch each other, I hope we do. Yes. But I just want to say it's been a privilege to talk to you on the podcast and today, of course, because you're doing a terrific job to lead this side back-to-back premierships and now contending for finals. Terrific
Excellent.
Job.
Thank you so much, guys. Really appreciate your work.
No
Thank you.
worries. Karen Ralph there, the Montrose senior women's coach, doing a terrific job. Just, back-to-back premierships. It's always hard to, go up to new divisions each year, but they have just ticked a lot of boxes to get where they are as we speak. Montrose are currently on the ground as we speak. Mooroolbark are going to join them, of course, very shortly. Well, I hope they do, because we won't have
They
a game.
will. You just kept asking too many questions, mate. They needed to go.
I think they'll hide any questions where they came. I don't want to.
No, you're all good. I just like to stir your blame.
Before we get into the game, we might go through some matches, of course. Kate, feel free if you like. I would love to get some of your, all these questions, of course. Last night, overnight, the Eastern Devils got home, 80-point win. Now, I'm going to read this all on to you guys. I don't know if you may or may have caught this out, but the Eastern Devils kicked 10 goals 20 last night, and they won 80-0.
Wow.
That's a big win as well.
Big.
So,
First of all, yes, we knew Eastern Devils have hit their form, both them and South Croydon at this point in the year. 10 goals, fantastic. Conditions last night, I'd be questioning their inaccuracy of 20 goals. Is that weather related? Because it was quite awful with the wind last night and the rain.
definitely.
But
No, we can hear. You good?
yeah,
sorry.
but if it wasn't all wind related, because Mulgrave Oval is a bit like a wind tunnel, then I'd be concerned about their inaccuracy. I'd love to get some more information on that game last night. But out of all the top four, which have been locked in for a few weeks, as you and Ryan discussed, as well as Ryan and they've got the easiest run. They've just beaten the Basin. Next week, I think it's Whitehorse that they have.
They have Whitehorse.
Whereas South Croydon have got South Belgrave today and Park Orchards next week.
Sorry to interrupt. How I feel with it, Kato, is that you rather be in South Croydon's point of view before finals, because they've actually got 2 finals previews where the
they
Devils
know exactly where they are.
But the Devils are playing lower ranked sides, which you don't want before finals, of course. But I know you want to try and get the confidence up and the morale up, which is great.
I think the Eastern Devils would be more looking at the fact is that, okay, we've got that double chance, because now they've jumped from 4th into 2nd based on percentages, because they're all now equal with wins.
Definitely.
I think that's more what they were aiming for, just to do it percentage-wise, because if they get another win and it's 1 apiece for South Croydon and Park Orchards, that still cements them in as a double chance. So, but with all of the top 4 division places we've discussed this week on 2 podcasts, I feel that
episode.
I feel that the door is wide open, particularly for spots 3 and 4, and in the case of Premier and I think one other division that just eludes me at the moment, spots 2, 3 and 4 are open. But no one's going to knock South Belgrave off from first. No one's going to.
Sure?
No. They're 2 games clear. They're 2 games
clear.
clear.
They're 2 games clear. You're talking like ladder positioning or finals?
Ladder positions.
Okay.
Finals.
That's totally fair.
Finals. I just need to see a couple of teams before I'm convinced. Either way. So I'll see you on the boundary, guys.
No worries. Kate Green doing a terrific job as well. She's full of stuff as well. She does a terrific job. So we might just go through a couple more games, Oscar. South Belgrave taking on South Croydon, a 1v2 game down at, of course, a 2:30 time slot down at South Belgrave Recreation Reserve. That should be an absolute belter down there, 2:30 if you're around the grounds. Get down and watch that one as well. No familiar names into that dog side. I thought they would have a few players coming into that team, so I think they're pretty
from the VFL.
No, I think Isabel Corey's the only well-known name that I've seen come into this side. So I haven't seen Al Cheston playing as well. So just a nice settled inside. Vermont,
Gentlemen, it started to rain too.
yeah, I didn't say about the weather, so I think you've jinxed it, Kate, because you're the first one to say it. So
No, it had already started.
so White Horse take on Vermont as well in the other game as well. So both teams going through their final preparations. Who you going to tip, Oscar? I will, if you tip against Montrose, that's fine. I know wherever you sit, mate. I'm not fussed. All right. So
you know what? Just to keep it interesting, I'm gonna go with Mooroolbark today. I reckon they might have something big up their sleeve, and I reckon Karen Ralph's got her girls ready to go. I reckon, and something big's about to brew down here at Montrose.
You're lucky I like you, Oscar.
Oscar, be careful. He is a one-eyed Montrose man, and the reason why he's being extra passionate today about Montrose is because he tipped against them last week, and Montrose won, so he is in a bit of trouble.
Sorry, Kate, just to cut you off. Who's your tip for this
I think I only chose Montrose because they're at home, but I think it's going to be close. And Mooroolbark's been my dark horse for the whole season.
Yes, indeed. Umpires about to start in positions, and to start us off here, we've got Oscar Ludke.
Ball up from the umpire. Able to get a good tap down there. Ball comes to ground. Contest forms. Trying to get it out there with the handball. Was able to do so well. Now trying to juggle it there is Dovala. And
Duvla.
Duvla, is it? Oh.
That was my only homework that I had to do today, and finally got that.
Boundary, the other name that you need to know how to pronounce correctly is on Mooroolbark, number 17. Lech is actually Lek.
Lek. Yeah, Lek. Yep.
You can see it in the asterisks. It's pronounced Lek.
Thank you, Kate.
Ball back up, comes down. Able to get the handball off there. Haberfield. Able to put it down the line. Able to mark it there. Almost moved off the line. Batten. And she'll look to send this forward for Mooroolbark early in the first term. Ball just went over the top there of Karakan, who's currently second in the leading goal scorers with 24 for the year. Having a great season for Mooroolbark. Picked up there by Brown, wrapped up.
No worries. A fast start from the Mustangs. Early stages on here. Of course, in Mooroolbark kicking to the right, where Montrose are going to the left. And a clearance ball kicked and a mark taken there. That was by Grace Rogers. Wearing the long sleeve. Don't mind it today. It's overcast conditions and a bit of rain is expected, as Kate said, on the boundary. And here's Chloe Jones. She's having a terrific year. Third in the goal. Kicking can line up. And that's going to go out of bounds. So, of course, behind. So it's going to be a behind. So Montrose get the first point of the day.
Just calm down, Blake. Calm down.
I am. So Kiara Delaney can play on here. And getting there first is Taja Mackey. Gets it forward. And a mark taken there. That was by Molly Batten. Of course, coming from the 18s. Of course, in her first transition year to the seniors. Kicks it back to Mackey. Sure her brother's watching on. I hope he is. Bombs it forward. And does a strong tackle there. That was by number 19 there, and Jordan Forrest, the vice-captain. First to get there was number 42 there, and that was by Hannah Wells, and just kicks it out of bounds. And it'll be a Mooroolbark free kick.
So Mooroolbark looking to send this forward, possibly get the first goal of the day as they go inside into the pocket, close to the boundary, able to keep it in, chucks it on the boot towards the goals and gets an unfavoured bounce right on the line, can't quite get it through, tries to kick it through and in the end rush through for a behind. So that's the first score of the day for Mooroolbark, one behind.
Just remember as well, these two sides played last time. It was 15 apiece. So, a low-scoring game it's what you like. It's a thrill of the game to watch. And Charlotte Green, the captain, of course, gets a kick there. That was by Hannah Lawson. She's having a terrific year. Jones gets there first, takes on here, takes a bounce. She lines up inside the forward 50. First to get there was, of course, Eleanor Carroll, and she does a big tackle when it's going to be another ball up. So we're just on the pocket here of the angle of the 50 arc down here at Montrose Reserve. A strong tackle again by Jones. Having a red hot start to this game, hasn't she, Oscar?
Yeah, she certainly has.
Dominating as well.
I wouldn't say dominating just yet. That last kick she had was a little bit scrappy.
I'm talking about the whole season, Kate. I was getting to the point.
I'm talking about this game, mate. This is all we need to focus on.
Well, you can talk about how good her season's been. She's number 3 in the leading goal kicking race.
Just settle with the Montrose praise. We know you're in trouble. You're trying to dig your way out.
Anyway, this play resumes.
Sorry, Blake.
And a strong tackle there. That was by Alamy Leck, of course, that we just got off. Got that one right. And the Mustangs look out here. No fine. Of course, Ella Brown, and she takes on advantage straight away. She doesn't know where she's going. She does a don't argue Dustin Martin style. Kicks it inside the 450. Finds her teammate here in Bella McMaster. Another strong contributor for the Mustangs. She gets it inside the forward 50. First to get there is number 42 in Hannah Walls. Strong tackle. It's inside the forward 50 down on the Mustangs here. Gets a handball, gets a kick there. That was by Develler. They try getting inside the forward 50, but Demons again with another strong tackle there by Haberfield.
So we'll have a ball up inside the forward 50 for Mooroolbark. Possibly a chance for them to get a goal on the board. Ball comes down, palmed away again. Picking it up off the ground and tackled there is McMaster and wrapped up. So another stoppage inside the forward 50. One behind a piece so far, 5 minutes and 52 gone. And a whistle for holding there, so it will go the way of Montrose and they will be able to clear this ball outside of their defensive 50. Looks up the line. Looking for an option, pack forms there, comes to ground, nobody can mark it. Palmed forward by Beer, rolling towards the boundary line. Can she keep it in? Wrapped up there.
Both these teams all season are evenly matched, both defensive and attacking wise, hence their round 6 draw.
Thank you, Kate, of course. Terrific job all season long on the boundary side of things. 2 rucks going at it. And we've seen this one in Sarah Haberfield, of course, coming into the Mustangs outfit, of course.
Sarah Haberfield's first season of footy, so she's done really well this year.
She has indeed. I think she had a basketball background. I could be wrong.
Yes, she does.
Jeez, I nailed that. That was my research, Kate. Thank you very much for backing me in there. See, I do my research. People say I don't, but I actually do.
We'll have a chat about that off air.
Carroll gets a hit out. And getting there was Haberfield. That was Ruby Haberfield, of course, the sisters going at it today. Chain of hand passes for the Demons. Rogers gets a kick there. That was to Molly Batten, of course. Oh, no, Delaney, sorry.
It's great to see both teams have included
and
a number of their
bonds it forward inside. Can this be the first goal for the Mustangs? It is. Sorry,
Brilliant.
Kate. Well, that was Bella McMaster there to kick the Mustangs' first one of the day.
That takes her to 11 goals this season. And basically, Mooroolbark, like Montrose, just needed that first major to settle them into their game. They've actually been very strong so far in the last 8 minutes of this game because the ball has actually been predominantly in their forward 50.
So Mercer scored on the Mustangs 1-1-7 to Montrose at 1 behind. We've gone 8 minutes in to this first quarter.
And we're back underway, and it's Mooroolbark straight out of the middle and wrapped up in a big tackle. And it will be a ball up here as Brown's taken to the ground. So ball comes back up. Able to get the tap there for Mooroolbark was Freen. And now chance to pick it up and break away there. Haberfield sends it inside 50. Trying to grab it, breaks away. Kick on the boot towards goal. and just goes off to the right-hand side, so a minor score once again for Mooroolbark. 1-2-8 to Montrose, 1 behind. Almost 9 minutes gone in the first term.
So the captain, Charlotte Green, will play on here. She bombs it forward, finds a mark in Ella Brown. Gee, she's having a good start to this game. A midfielder that kicks goals. A coach would love that. As Ella Brown bombs it in forward. It wasn't a great kick, and it's going to go out of bounds, and it'll be a Montrose kick, and it's going to go to Kayla Erslick.
Boundary.
Let's go to boundary with Kate Green.
Just quickly, the wind is pushing the ball from right to left at a 45-degree angle across the field.
Thank you, Kate. Mark taken there. That was by Charlie DeBray. Hard to get that one name wrong. She let me know during the week. Hard to get her name right. As a kick there, that was by Jordan Forrest, the vice captain of this Mustangs outfit. And I think this might be a ball up here, or a Montrose kick here. No, it's going to be a ball up. Of course, remember, viewers that are watching, it is the last touch rule, of course. So any deliberate will be a free kick to the opposition, of course. Play on here, gets a hand pass due to Bonnie Smith-Anderson. And that's going to go out of bounds on the full. Spray that one a little bit. She had plenty of time there, Bonnie Smith-Anderson.
If she just turned her body
I know.
just slightly to the right, she could have done a half banana, as BWS says.
The angle of the dangle, is that what you're getting to, Kate?
That's one saying I could happily drop.
As Whitnish as well, she's moved back into defence. I've seen her at the start being a midfielder, and just Brown, just that athleticism, just shrugs off two. She shrugs off another, if you don't mind. She's trying to find Amy Freen. She might be the first to get there. She is, and a strong tackle there. But the Demons could be out here. They continue on. They bomb it in forward, but an intercept mark taken. That was by Eliza King. And she gets it to the broadcast wing there. Mackie could be the first there. But first to get there was number 22 there in Shay Erslick. The Erslick sisters having a real good impact. Bonnie Smith-Anderson involved. She gets a hand pass there to Forrest. Forrest gets it inside, and a mark taken there. That was by Chloe Jones. Need a break. Need a breath.
I'll just say as well, that was a great defensive mark by Eliza King back there. Montrose looked through, and she did well there to mark that. Big tackle here on the wing. Umpire calls a ball up right in front of us on the broadcast side. Tap down, wrapped up again. So a little chain of stoppages here. Just over 11 minutes played. Mooroolbark with the lead here. Chasing the footy is Smith-Anderson. And now ball in congestion after the tackle from Jones. Ball back into play. Ball comes down, tried to get it away, wrapped up again. So just can't break free.
Well, I think if you look at Amy Freed, she's tough as nails as they come, having a really good impact.
Wrapped up again.
I'm impressed with both teams' defence and tackling, multiple efforts from multiple players on both sides.
The physicality as well, Kay, which is great to see as well. 2v3 on the ladder. An 8-point game for both of these sides, as we mentioned in pre-game. Bonnie Smith-Anderson gets tackled up behind the ball, and it is. Hasn't had the greatest of start, unfortunately, Bonnie Smith-Anderson. But Chloe Jones, of course, guess who? Can slow things down. She's having a good impact for the Demons so far in this game. She bombs it forward. A hand pass again. And a strong tackle there. That was by Ella Brown. And she's another one. And she just, look at the athleticism of Ella Brown. She snaps around the corner.
She also shrugged off her own teammate there as she went through.
Get out of my way, she said. So, no, she's having a really good impact, of course. Jones again gets a kick inside, a clearance kick inside the 50 to Carroll. Carroll can go back. Demons have got options inside the forward 50. McGregor's going to get there as well. Zali McGregor can line off and kick the first goal for Montrose, and it's going to go through from behind. Of course, Zali McGregor coming into the under 18s, Oscar, so great to see as well. So really good by the Demons to get Zali into the team.
Delaney to bring this one in for Mooroolbark. Goes long, can't quite take the mark. McMaster eventually gathers, chucks it on the boot into the middle of the ground. Didn't find the desired target. Montrose now trying to use the middle of the ground now. Rolling ball, who can get there first? 2-on-1, can she beat them? Mackie, back to Mackie. She's tackled, can't quite get it away. And a big tackle there. And it will be a ball up from the umpire on centre wing, broadcast side, tap down. I think that was Smith Anderson, and now the ball rolling towards the 50, comes back up. Picking it up now is McKernan. She gathers.
Throw.
A throw there, so free kick.
I'm liking how the Sharon's favouring nobody.
So it will be Smith Anderson to get the free kick after a throw there. So maybe a chance for Mooroolbark to increase their lead. 15 minutes gone on the scoreboard as they look forward. All on her own there was McMaster. Sends it inside. Rolling in the pocket. Goes through for a minor score. So another behind for Mooroolbark. That takes them to 1-3-9 to Montrose 2 behinds 2 with 15 minutes gone.
Yeah, the physicality from Mooroolbark is definitely lifting as the Captain Green takes a couple bounces, kicks it inside on the other side wing, and it's going to be a boundary throw. No, I keep saying boundary throwing.
No,
It's
last
a last touch. I know. Keeps thinking it's a boundary throwing, but it's not. I'm going to say this a few times, so excuse me if I do say that. Haberfield gets a hand pass, gets smothered away. Jones involved, he shrugs off another. And it's going to go onto the wing down Montrose. Emma Beer can get there first. She bombs it inside the forward 50. Deep inside the Mustangs, attacking 50. Brown's in there. She can shrug off two, shrugs off another. She can line up and kick a goal, and she does.
Huge
Look
goal.
at that athleticism by, of course, he's having a terrific year. Ella Brown. Probably in conversations here for the medal, of course, and that moves the score to Mooroolbark 2-3-15 to Montrose 2 behind, 16:30 into this first quarter. Geez, the Stars have already lifted Oscar from both of these sides.
It's been a great start to this contest. What a quarter of footy. And
But the first quarter of footy does not make a game.
I know.
I'm liking how Mooroolbark's come out. They've come out strong. So is Montrose, but they're not just they're not making majors of the few times that they've actually entered their forward 50. I feel that if Montrose needs to get a major before the end of this quarter, just to settle them into their brand of game. At the moment, Mooroolbark is actually dominating them.
Just under 3 minutes to play here. Chasing the footy is Leck. And she's locked up in the middle of the ground. Back up from the umpire. Able to get a tap there, Whitnish, over the top. And now Mooroolbark wrapped up. And it's McMaster again. Good to get the tap down there. Haberfield. Is there time for another score before the end of the first quarter? Another stoppage as the wind.
That wind.
You can really hear that wind, and it will be going down to the right of screen as well. So,
you should have heard the wind down at North Ringwood last week. That was the worst I've seen. I was in the van too.
Gentlemen, focus on the game.
Big call from Kate Green there as it comes down.
Yeah.
And a good defensive mark taken there by Beer as Montrose look to send that towards their forward line. And now it's Mooroolbark who can repel and go the other way. Strong mark taken in the centre square and bombs it down forward. Maybe a chance with
Brown.
just under 2 minutes. close to the goals and goes through for a minor score. So another behind there for Mooroolbark. So 2-4-16 to 2 behinds Montrose. Mooroolbark lead with just over a minute to play.
Yes, indeed. Green gets it forward. A mark taken there. That was by Balak McMaster again. Oh, no, Ella Felson, sorry.
Felson's having a good but very quiet game.
Early stages of this game. Green gets smothered on the boot there. That was again by Brown again. She just having a real strong game. And they just rush it through from behind, and they do. That moves the score 2-5-17 to Montrose 2 behinds. 19-20 into this game here.
The behinds is an indication of just how much pressure Montrose backs under and are applying.
It hasn't quite been in Montrose's forward 50. I reckon maybe 3 or 4 times. It's been heavily in the Mustangs' 450, and that's going to be a holding free kick. It will be. And it's going to go to Emma Beer. She's having a really good start to this game. Early stages, of course, first quarter action. Smith Anderson first to get there. Tries to get a kick. There was Paris Heyman, but gets smothered. But the Mustangs have just got all the numbers, and that is quarter time down here at Montrose Recreation Reserve. A fast start by the Mustangs and moves the score to 2-5-17. Mooroolbark to Montrose 2 behinds. This is the second quarter, right after this. Welcome back to the Deakin University match of the round down here at Montrose Recreation Reserve for a 2v3 clash, of course. It's an 8-point game, of course, feeding into finals, of course, the second last game, of course, before finals. So it's the Demons currently in Montrose, 2 behind to the Mustangs, 2-5-17. A really strong start here by the Mustangs. And some of these players, as we mentioned, of course, pre-game have definitely listed for the Mustangs, of course. Ella Brown, she's just having a really strong game, of course. The only, she's kicked one, of course, and of course Bella McMaster, the 2 stars of the Mustangs, having a really strong game for this start, of course. And another player as well who's having a really good game for the Mustangs, playing on the wing, of course, and she can run all day. Tasia Mackey's having a really strong game as well. Blake Tennant, of course, joined by Oscar Lucky as well. Have you seen this first quarter?
Yeah, it was a strong start for Mooroolbark. Obviously, they lead on the scoreboard, but I wouldn't say Montrose didn't have chances inside their forward 50. They did. They definitely were strong, but Mooroolbark were just good enough to shut them down at times when they went through.
We're going to hear from Kate Green. Yeah, I called
Can
it
you
straight
hear
up.
me,
Yes,
Boundary?
I've got
Yeah.
you right now. Yep.
I'm just here with Karen Routh. Karen, that was a very positive start to the quarter. I know you had the win with you. You've been very good on your defence and attack. With the win against you, what is the message for the girls?
I think we're actually still going to stay aggressive. We were really attacking at the ball then. We came out with really good energy. We saw when they transitioned from back to forward, it happened with 3 kicks as well, so we think we can do the same.
Thanks. Just with you've had a really great start with your under-18s. They've been impressive this season when we saw you round 1, and again they're stepping up this round. How do you see them so far with this game?
Yeah, they've been exceptional. I think Molly Batten started off the game, presented really well, 2 good marks, got the ball in deep, attacked the ball when she went into defence and then went into the ruck. So the great thing about those 18s is they've played a lot of footy, so you can throw them around the field and they know footy really well. So, yeah, just an asset to our team.
Thanks very much and all the best, Karen, for this quarter.
Thank you.
If you can, Kate, I want to see if you can interview the team manager. She does, I don't know if you've seen it on the socials, but if you can, I know you're busy, but I want to see you interview.
I just go with whoever presents themselves. I don't like rocking the boat, and I like to keep my relationships with all coaches in the very positive area.
But she does it. She's socials as well. I've seen as well as play continues. Mackie, you've got the ball. I think she dropped that one. Yep, she did. That's holding the ball. And getting there first was number 27 in Alice Jamison. Tries to find her teammate in Carroll. She gets a little bit of a slight push, but Haberfield first to get there gets tackled as well when it's inside the forward 50. Carroll in the rack gets a hit out, short left to herself. And again, Haberfield and Sarah. There's going to be a lot of Haberfields, and that's going to be a throw. Yep, it's going to be a throw, and it's going to go to Montrose. So
Boundary.
Let's go quickly to boundary. Kate Green.
We can hold until the kick's gone.
As Rogers takes it inside, looks great. I think that's a goal. No, it's going to be hitting the post, and it's going to be a point. And that means it's going to Montrose 3 behind, 7 Mooroolbark 2-5-17. Kate Green on the boundary.
Just on the boundary with Shalette, your defence that quarter were really under the pump. They really stepped up and stood up tall to push Mooroolbark to having 5 behinds. Unfortunately, kicking against the wind's been a bit of a challenge at your end. What's the message for this quarter now that your girls have got the wind with them?
Well, I think we definitely need to take advantage. We got enough looks as well, but we just didn't actually put the score on the boards. But I think we've let them be a little bit loose. So if we can just tidy that up a little bit and then be a bit more accountable, we should be able to hopefully hit the scoreboard this time. So, yeah, we'll see how we go.
Your 18s, like Mooroolbark's 18s, have really stepped up this game so far. What's been the standout with them so far?
Oh, I just think that they're full of energy and young, so they can run things out. So no, they've been really good for us, and hopefully they can make a bit more of an impact today. Yeah, like in this quarter.
Thanks, Shalette, and all the best for this quarter.
Thank you, Ta.
Kate Green doing a terrific job on the boundary all year is Zali McGregor, under 18s today. Trying to find her teammate in Jane. She gets a smother. Rogers involved, but same as Holly Lennox. Another under 18s, and that's a strong tackle. And it's going to be a ball up.
So 2 minutes gone into the second quarter. Montrose 3 behinds, yet to score a goal. Mooroolbark 2-5-17, they lead. As the ball wrapped up again, and great stuff there before from Kate Green on the boundary with both coaches, Karen Ralph of Mooroolbark and Shalette Baker of Montrose, as this ball comes to the top of the square. Maybe a chance to score as they desperately look to clear this now. And it's socket away. Picked up for Mooroolbark by Forrest. The kick didn't get as far as McKernan though. Taken without the footy. Free kick Mooroolbark. They'll be able to clear this one now. Plays on as well and goes into the centre of the ground. Comes out the back into the hands of McGregor. She gets it forward. Chasing the footy is Lennox. And now Jones after it. Lennox again. Gets it forward into the pocket, 2-on-1. Big tackle. And it will be balled up by the umpire inside forward 50 for Montrose. So ball comes back down, able to get the ball onto the boot, tries to find a target. Mooroolbark numbers there. Cleared out towards the 50. Sent back inside, just over the head there. Tried to get the handball away.
High tackle.
Duvalin, and it is a high tackle, so it will go Duvalin's way.
Mooroolbark can't afford to leave any Montrose player loose. They have got a few, Montrose have got a few loose players, and that they will make Mooroolbark pay for that.
Kick on its way, and it drops short. Almost taken by Jones. And now Mooroolbark are going to clear this on the outer side. Trying to look for a target in Dovala, and takes it and sends it up now to the wing. Picked up, able to get the hands away, thrown onto the boot, rolling ball. Mooroolbark try to send it back forward their way. Mark taken, plays on. Smith Anderson ran down, not before she gets the ball away though, picks it back up. Smith Anderson inside 50, running towards goal. It looks good, it's there. And how about that for Mooroolbark? And how about that from Smith Anderson?
No.
Is it?
Mackie.
Jeez.
Yeah, Tasia Mackie, she's having a really good start as well. And as well, playing some really good footy as well. On the wing, of course. Excellent start by the Mustangs here. 3-5-23 to Montrose 3 behinds. But a strong start by the Mustangs, of course. An 8-point game. We heard it from Karen Ralph from pre-game. And a ball up. Centre of the ball. Haverfield and Witness in the rack. And that Barcel background athleticism from Haverfield. She knows where the ball is, that's for sure. Witness gets a hit out, of course. Brown gets there. She's having a really good game for the Mustangs. She bombs it in forward. But first to get there might be Zali McGregor, but no, it wasn't. It was picked up there. That was by Felson. Batten gives it back to Felson. Smothered off the boot. We're inside the pocket of the Mustangs. They've got a few numbers out the back here if this can sit. And it's going to be a ball up on the pocket of Mustangs' forward arc here.
Boundary.
Let's go boundary side of Kate Green.
7 minutes just gone, and Mooroolbark have continued this quarter like they started the first quarter.
They have. Bonnie Smith-Anderson kicks that off, and it'll be a ball up. Tapped there by Whitnish in the ruck today, usually playing an offensive sort of role. Haberfield gets a strong tackle. Bit of a sling, but nothing doing. bit of feeling of this game. Montrose Mooroolbark always has a few encounters, of course. Crosstown rivals, you would say. And the mark taken there, that was by Millie Leck. She gets it inside the forward 50. It's touched off.
Lex got a lovely kick.
And Ella Brown gets tackled again by Jones. Geez, those two, they're on that picture there, having some really good footy today. Haberfield, and there's Brown breaking off. She gets through, she springs around, she's going to look for that 1-2, but doesn't get there. First to get there will be Leck again. DeVallen in first for the Demons. And a strong tackle. Haven't really seen the captain, of course. Usually she's always in contention for the Hoyts voucher. Of course, Jordan DeVallen is having a really good game. Brown gets tackled, that's holding the ball, and it's going to be a free kick going to Montrose.
I thought it was Dovala.
Dovala, sorry, yes. Just having a look at the names, just, yeah. So Dovala, sorry, that's the one.
So it will be Lawson for Montrose to clear this one. Goes towards centre wing, broadcast side. Handball from Haberfield and goes short. And finds Brown, who plays on, trying to get around her opponent. Able to get it forward in the direction of Ruby Haberfield. And now she's wrapped up, so there'll be a ball up in the middle of the ground. Just over 9 minutes gone. Montrose still yet to score a goal. 3 behinds for them. Mooroolbark 3-5-23. They lead on the scoreboard at the moment. Maybe a chance for them to increase that lead as well as they're inside their forward 50. McMaster wrapped up in a tackle from Wells. So a ball up inside the Montrose defensive 50 as they look to clear it, and they do. Into the middle of the ground.
Believe it or not, gentlemen, that wind's dropped.
Chasing it is Beer. Now in the direction of Heyman. Can she get to it? She's wrapped up by 2. And there'll be a ball up on this outer side at Montrose Recreation Reserve. Just 10 minutes played here in this second term. Tries to soccer it there off the ground. And now wrapped up, holding the ball. So big call from the umpire, and it will go Montrose way. Possibly a chance for them to send this forward and kick their first goal. Big kick onto the boot, into a 2-on-1. Can't mark, ball comes off hands, hits the deck. Smith Anderson in there for Mooroolbark. And ball wrapped up again, and it will be put back into play by the umpire.
Boundary
Side with Kate Green.
Just quickly, it'll be interesting to see if this intensity continues for the third and fourth quarter, because the intensity has been very high for both all of the first quarter and half of this quarter now.
And ball put back up. Able to get the tap down. Rolling around on the ground.
It's
maybe
a
throw there. So It will go the way of Montrose, and they will be able to send this forward now. And it looks like it will go the way of DeVallen for Montrose. Sends it long inside the forward 50. In desperate need of a goal, Montrose. Mooroolbark trying to clear this again. It's a one-on-one chase to the footy. Who can get there first? It's Beer. Able to get the handball off. Tries to get the kick. Can't quite get it away. Calls for a throw here. Umpire doesn't want to have a bar of it, and it's a ball up.
Yes, indeed. Bit of feeling in this game, I feel like.
The crowd that you can hear is the very passionate dads cheering on their daughters for Mooroolbark.
No, it's great to see as well. It's great to see everyone coming down here on an overcast sort of day as well. And that's going to be a ball up as well.
The dads of Montrose are equally passionate in calling out.
They are. The Demon Army has a strong tackle. Again, it's going to be a ball up on the pocket. Carroll in the ruck. She gets the hit out. Bit of a push here. Yep, that's going to be called. It's going to go to Charlie Debray. She's having a really good start for the seasons, of course. She's kicked, of course, 14 goals for the Demons. And she bombs it in forward, and it's going to be first to get there again is that player in Emma Beers. She's having a really strong game for the Mustangs. She gets the kick there, and she tries to find a teammate. She does in Alyssa Sanders, and she's going to back herself here. Had to fix the hair because the hair was getting in the way. It still is, so...
Come over from Chernside Park, I believe, as well.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. No, it's good to see. Of course. So Sanders now can kick the Demons' first goal of the day. Kick's going to go to the left, I believe it is, and it's going to be through for a behind. That means the score to Montrose 4 behinds. So Mooroolbark 3-5-23. We've gone 13 minutes into this second quarter.
And it will be Delaney to bring it back in for Mooroolbark. And goes long. Tries to find Falzon. And now Mooroolbark trying to get this up the line. Smith Anderson around the footy. Wrapped up in there is Brown. So we'll have a ball up here outside Montrose forward 50. And able to break away with this one and sends it through the middle of the ground. Trying to find Curacan. Goes past it. With the footy is Wilkinson. Wilkinson chasing it. She's tackled, got it away. Now chasing the footy is Mooroolbark through Mackie. And then the kick coming forward, breaking away is Leck. And just sitting back there.
Mooroolbark needed to drop back a few players. If they leave it loose like that, Montrose is going to make them pay every time.
And they just didn't have an option there, and it is Montrose who are able to get the mark and send it forward. And now it's taken by Jones. Goes short, intercepted. So running away with it is Forrest. Trying to find a target in Batten, she does. And Mooroolbark look to be set up here well up the line. So a chance for them to go forward into the forward 50. Bit of a floating ball. Came to ground, nobody could mark it. Tries to soccer it. Couldn't quite get the hands on it there. Eslick.
Free kick.
And now a free kick in the direction of Mooroolbark.
Push in the back.
So a push in the back there, and they'll be able to send this forward. Possibly increase their lead with just under 5 minutes to play in the second term. Ball inside 50, can't quite mark again. Able to put it onto the boot, rolls across the face of the goals. Who can get there first? Trapped in the pocket, and a great smother there from Dove to put that out of play. A great defensive effort.
Was indeed. Really good to see there as well, because you know, the leading goal kicker from the Mustangs in Danielle Curacan was out there. Really well smothered there. That was by Dove. Jones gets clearance, but Brown is just in her way. A strong tackle. This might be holding the ball. It isn't. So it's going to be a ball up. Geez, the two heavyweights going at it in Jones and Brown. They've had a really good start to this game. Big bump there. Here's a... Oh, that's a bit high. Oh, no. I thought that was high there.
Umpire's position, she couldn't see it.
Gets a hit out there. That was by Balak McMaster. A strong tackle. Crowd getting involved, which I love to see as well. A strong kick there. And a mark almost taken, but not. Mackie involved, gets a kick off the ground. And a strong tackle, and it's going to be another ball up.
This last coming up to 3 minutes of this quarter is going to be a crunch.
Mackie again gets tackled again. So Carroll in the rack gets a hit out as well. And then Brown gets it again. Geez, the physicality again. I've been telling it all game. It's big. It's Montrose Mooroolbark. You can't get any better than this. It's crosstown rivals, of course. Jones got a little bit high, and it's going to be a free kick going to Chloe Jones. Of course, coming into this game with 22 goals, playing midfield as well, which is what you love as well as a coach. Mooroolbark have that luxury as well.
Both teams.
It's on the boundary side. Brown gets a tap. Haberfield in Sarah, and it's going to be another ball up on the broadcast side of things where we are at the moment.
Both Mooroolbark and Montrose are very evenly matched because they've got their under-18s who are making great efforts and in the team. They've also got the fact that both teams have got players that can play all over the field. So really loving this game at the moment.
Whitnish was able to get the tap for Montrose, but now it's sent down Mooroolbark's way. The kick from McMaster, trying to find an option. Ran down now and a good tackle. What's the call from the umpire? Ball up as the wind starts to pick up here. It's tapped back down to ground level. Running away with that once again is McMaster, sending it inside forward 50 for Mooroolbark, trying to escape now. Montrose able to get the handball off. Around the footy there is Lawson. Able to get the handball away. Lennox couldn't quite trap it. Ball comes down. Breaking away from the tackle is Brown. Sends it onto the boot. Sent it back the other way over her head somehow in favour of DeBry for Montrose. Sends it inside forward 50. Too many players back there in defence for Mooroolbark. They'll look to clear this on the left boot, or the right rather, and sends it away and out of bounds. So it will go the way of Montrose for that last touch rule.
Unfortunately, the wind picked that up and carried it right over.
And it will be Alice Jameson.
Jesus, my paperwork is about to fall off. I've had that before.
Sent inside. Mooroolbark able to escape again. The handball away to foul zone. Through the middle of the ground now. Big pack around the footy. Mooroolbark able to escape again. Sent through the middle. And a one-on-one mark taken. Maybe 25 there. Danielle Caracan wrapped up, so it is called a ball up from the umpire. And there, the siren will beat them in the middle of the ground. So at half-time, it's Montrose 4 behinds 4 to Mooroolbark 3, 5:23. We'll go to a break for the half-time, and then we will come back for the third quarter.
Welcome back to the Deakin University match of the round. It's Montrose taking on Mooroolbark here in a 2v3 clash, of course. An 8-point game, as we said on pre-game as well. This is going to be a good one as well. Currently, the Mustangs lead at the moment, 3-5-23 to Montrose, 4 behinds as we speak. My name's Blake Tennant. I will be joined by my co-commentator in a second, I hope, in Oscar Lucky, of course. So, he'll be back here shortly. Here he is. We've got a heater right next to us, of course. People, if you are on the balcony, you can...
I don't know, pampered people on the balcony, freezing people on the boundary.
I think a heater should be down there for you, Kate. I don't know if we can get one on there, though, but we'll see. As a clearance kick there by Mooroolbark inside to proceed things off for this second half or the third quarter. Mustangs had a really strong start to this game. 3-5. 23 to Montrose 4 behinds. A strong tackle, and it's going to be a ball up. Of course, Mooroolbark had that clearance to start the game, and Forrest gets the first kick to start us off. Gets a hand pass there. That was by Jamison. Jones again involved in a strong tackle there by McMaster, having a really good impact already for the Mustangs. Speaking of McMaster, she grabs the ball and a strong tackle, and it's going to be a ball up. How are you, Oscar? Forgot to introduce you. Yeah. Good break.
Very good. Just popped around into the club rooms there for a second. Quite nice here at Montrose, I've got to say.
I'm glad you like it, because a few others on the media team aren't a fan. So.
I love it. I think this is probably the best place I've
Thank
called
you.
so far. I like the
No,
Thank
Beaconsfield, mate.
Thank you.
Beaconsfield.
No, I'll keep that. Thank you very much, Oscar. But I'm glad we are good friends, I guess, today.
Montrose.
It's a place to be, I like to say. But anyway, back to this game.
I agree. It is the place to be, and I'm loving the hospitality here with the heater.
Gentlemen, there is a game.
We're getting to. Are we going to have some fun?
Boundary.
Let's go
Boundary side to
Kate
Kate Green.
Just here with Shalette. Frustrating quarter, that second one for you, but impressive in the fact that you had the ball more down in your forward 50 than in the previous quarter. What was the message for the girls?
I think we've just got to get a bit of composure back. We panicked a little bit, and the Mooroolbark are very, very good at spreading and working around the contest, and so we just need to hold our heads a little bit more for this last half and see if we can just keep winning, or see if we can start winning some of the one-on-ones.
I was saying to the gentleman that a major would help a long way in settling your team right down.
Yeah, I think so. We just talked about just forgetting about the scoreboard at the moment, because we just need to be able to see if we can negate some of their run. They'll push. If we're trying to do a switch or whatever, they'll push and we'll be 1-on-4 sort of thing. So it's just getting the girls back to the basics. We've all got to play 16 on 16 out there. So let's just try and stop those loose players a little bit more, and we should be right.
Thanks very much, and all the best for this quarter.
No worries, thank you.
Ball comes back down, wrapped up. So it is Mooroolbark leading 23-4 here. 3 minutes into the third quarter. Able to get this onto the boot. Can she find a target? Picked up now by Duvalon. And it's a free kick that will go Montrose way, and they will be able to clear this out of their defensive 50. Looks up towards the wing, trying to get a mark. Ball comes off hands. Back to ground. Tried to pick it up. Haberfield. She's wrapped up. Umpire said she got the handball away. Taken down is Ruby Haberfield, so ball up. Got Haberfield and Haberfield there. Sarah and Ruby. Of course, Sarah Haberfield, her first season of footy this season.
Basketball background, I might include that one.
Good to hear. So ball comes to ground. Able to get the kick towards the wing. Tap to advantage. Able to collect and send it forward there. Leck towards goal. Able to tap it through for a behind. Jeez, it was looking like it might have been online there for a second. It's the bounce of that Sharon. It gets you every time. And Blake Tennant.
Yeah,
Boundary.
Let's go boundary side of Kate Green.
I'm just smiling nicely at Karen. Karen, very positive quarter, that one. One goal, but you were still able to be incredibly strong with your back six and even your mids. What are the girls going into this quarter?
Long and direct with these conditions. So I think we've had a lot of the play this quarter. We've had it in our forward half. We just haven't been able to score. So we really just got to make the most of the possession that we've had this quarter.
Any standouts so far for you in just leading in the various the three areas?
Look, probably the back line, but our mids, I think, have held up really well against a really experienced midfield as well. So, like I said, if we can just get bang for buck with the possession, I think it goes a long way to winning the game.
Thanks very much, Karen. All the best for this quarter.
Thank you, Kate.
Kate Green there doing a terrific job on the boundary all season long. This heater is tremendous up here. Just have to right next to it. Feel free if you're listening, if you're at the ground, come up on the balcony.
Get near the heater.
Yeah.
Oscar, just watch that he doesn't melt.
I'm actually more. I wish there was a heater down where Kate is because she needs it more than us, of course. And of course, our camera in Megan Green, they do a terrific job, look after us. So, a free kick going to Chloe Jones.
She's a bit slow to get up. I think that one kind of hurt a bit, slightly winded her.
Yep. Nita Starr in the competition. She bombs it to Charlie DeBray. She's got options inside the forward 50, but that's not a great kick, and it's intercepted there. That was by Mooroolbark player. Maybe Paris Heyman, that one. It was Paris. Forrest involved, but first to get there was Mooroolbark, and they bomb it inside on the broadcast to Brittany Wilkinson. She'll pick up this ball. She hand passes, she does, to the captain in Green. Green does a little bit of a snap kick. Nothing called. Get a kick there, and someone's not happy as well on the effects mark.
You got to love passionate dads from both sides. Where
is it coming from,
most
Kate?
passionate.
Do you know where it's coming from?
I'm not going to say. I'm just going to say that both teams' dads are very passionate, and I love that because
it's the same voice. I'm hearing the same voice.
Well, just quickly, when we were down at Mulgrave a couple of rounds ago, it was all the mums out in voice. So I'm loving
Which
it.
is great.
I'm loving the passion.
And it's inside the pocket of Mooroolbark's forward 50. It's still very windy, of course, conditions. Coming towards us, I would say. I wouldn't say it's affecting where the players are right now. Kate will have more details, and it's going to be
It is on ground level, so it is affecting the bounce of the ball.
It's more the broadcast wing, though. It's not, where Mooroolbark are kicking to.
Well, you can see it by how the ball is just hanging there and not really going for getting much purchase going forward.
Forrest gets it inside the forward 50. She bombs it forward, and a mark taken. And I think this is Sarah Haberfield, rotating, of course, inside the ruck and forward duties.
She's 2 goals so far this season.
She can line up and kick the Mustangs 4th of the day, and that's not a great kick. It's sort of like a mongrel sort of kick, and that's going to go
but indicative of where the wind was blowing.
So the Demons will continue play. Gets a kick inside the pocket of the Mustangs attacking 50, and a mark taken there. That was by Balak McMaster. She bonds it forward, but wasn't a great kick, and she finds a Montrose player there in Kayla Eslick. She plays on. The Demons are looking likely to go into the broadcast wing where we are at the moment. A lot of ball has been played down here. Intercept mark taken there. That was by Zali McGregor from the under-18s, Oscar.
So Montrose send this up towards the wing, and a good strong mark taken there.
Delaney, number 12 for Mooroolbark. That's the second or third intercept she's had in a row now.
She's been doing well in defence for Mooroolbark as she sends this inside. Ball close to the boundary line and goes out of play. So
unfortunately, when Brown went to grab it, her foot connected with the ball before her hands did.
So ball comes down. Trapped in the pocket. Puts it on the boot to the top of the square. Crosses the face. Chasing it is Eslick. She's able to get the handball on the ground. Wells tried to find Eslick again, but comes out of play in the forward pocket here.
Just on a quick side note, gentlemen, we need to start thinking about our best on ground, which is from the winning team.
Yep.
Cleared away by Carroll.
You can do both teams as well, I think. But there's only one voucher, but you prefer going to the winning team. They've had the keys.
Well, it's as tradition, like in the men's.
Yeah, it is, but yeah, It's a hard one to tell, that one.
Hey, we've got to be fair, no
I know.
bias.
I'm not being biased, Kay. I'm just saying there's two teams and having a crack. I've seen people win Norm Smith medals on the opposition team.
Well, I've
That
been marking down players of note on both sides. It just comes down to at the end, but we better get back to calling this game.
So it's wrapped up inside the forward 50. It was Carroll who was wrapped up with the footy and takes it out of the ruck there, able to get the handball away. Trying to find Brown, couldn't quite get it. Getting around there and able to get the handball away. And a big pack all fall into each other, and we'll have a ball up in the pocket here at Montrose Recreation Reserve. Over 11 minutes played in the third quarter. Mooroolbark still leading. Shot on goal, hits the top of the post.
That is really hard to do.
That is quite incredible, that is. It wasn't a horrible shot either, but she somehow managed to find the top of the post.
It just goes to show how much the wind is actually, even though they're kicking with the wind, there's still the wind coming across it. So it is playing a havoc.
Brought back into play. Trying to clear this out, Montrose. Sent back forward again towards goal, and now it's hit the outer post, out on the full. So it will be Charlotte Green for Montrose.
So the outer post, when they get hit, it's not considered a behind?
No, it's out of bounds on the full.
Okay, thank you for that.
All good. Brought back in. Able to get the handball. Taken down by 2. Ball spilled. Now it's Leck who sends it inside for Mooroolbark. Picked up now. Gets around 1. Does Heyman and sends it forward. Trying to clear at Montrose in the direction of Jones. And 2 on 1 and favours Mooroolbark. Shot towards goal, falls away to the right. Punched over in the end by Green nonetheless for a minor score.
Mooroolbark hasn't given up in their intensity and their attacking at the moment. Impressive that Montrose's back 6 are holding up really well. For this game so far, I'd say that out of the 2, Mooroolbark are both the attacking and defending team, whereas Montrose at the moment is just purely defence.
So Carroll takes a mark, bonds it forward. First to get there was number 12 in
Laney.
Chira Delaney. It's a kick off the ground. That was by number 15 in Hannah Lawson. Strong tackle, and it's going to be a ball up on the outer side wing now. We are good setup in the back there, and that behind the news com sign there. They're all cozy up there. Love to see that. Another tackle there by Montrose in Chloe Jones.
Love to see that. Back of the tray.
Yeah, I know.
Back of the tray watching the footy.
I think we saw a great one last time we were here. Someone's in the back of a ute, and it was incredible what I saw.
Good setup.
It is. As Brown takes on, she's got 2 to chase down, but she finds her teammate in Carrican. She snuts around the corner. Where will this sit? And it's going to go through for a behind. So that moves the score to 3-9. 27. We thought the Eastern Devils kicked bad yesterday, but the Mustangs are now 3-9-27 to Montrose 4 behinds.
I think for both games, like we said, there is the pressure of their opposition, but there's also the wind playing havoc at the moment as well. So I think it'd be, a kind of 50-50 call, but I'm not taking away anything from Montrose's back 6 because they have been working hard.
Ball comes out of play in the forward pocket. 14 minutes and 30 gone in the third term. As Blake Tennant mentioned before, Mooroolbark leading, although 9 behinds. And holding the ball called there from the umpire will be a free kick for Montrose. They need to clear this out, and they probably need a goal soon as well if they want to stay in contention of this one as they clear this out, trying to find a target. Whistle goes. And it is Brown to send it forward for the Mustangs. And she goes deep into the pocket. Can she find a target? Just comes over the top of McMaster and goes out of play. So we'll have what looks like a bowl up here inside the forward 50 for the Mustangs. Ball comes back to ground. Picked up by Haberfield, Sarah Haberfield that is, able to get the handball away. McMaster over to Haberfield, and she kicks straight at goal. Ruby Haberfield. The two Haberfields out there causing havoc for Mooroolbark. It's now 4-9-33 to Montrose, 4 behinds, 15 minutes and 48 played in the third term, Blake Tennant.
Yeah, no, that's a massive goal there as well. Really good kick there. That was by Ruby Haberfield. She's starting to get into this game, of course. She's having a really breakout year as well. 6 times in the best plays this year for the Mustangs, and joint best and fairest winner, of course. So don't rule her out for a Hoyts Eastland play of the day. I know it's the third quarter. And, well, speaking of this player, Ella Brown, she's having a really good start. Well, pretty much not a start, a really good start to this game as well. She's probably my pick at this stage, but here's the third quarter. They get a kick off the ground. Charlie Bray involved. Strong tackle. That was by number 12 there in Chira Delaney.
Boundary.
Let's go boundary side of Kate Green.
Just quickly, no offence to Montrose. They've worked really, really hard these nearly 3 quarters we've had going, but I'm beginning to see a noticeable lag beginning to come through in their intensity.
It's sort of like that, an overcast sort of day, cloudy day. But you still got to play. You know, there's still another quarter to go.
I'm not taking anything away from them. It's just the physicality of this game is taking its toll.
Sorry, Kate, they kick it inside. A kick there. That was by Mooroolbark. Jones involved. She gets a hand pass to Debray. Debray hand passes it to Rogers. Snaps around the corner. And it's going to be rushed through for a behind. So that moves the score to 5 behinds. Montrose to Mooroolbark, 4-9-33.
Thinking by Mooroolbark's number 20, King.
And you would think they're in pretty desperate need of a goal about now. Montrose cleared outside of the 50 with a big kick off the boot there. Little handball from Whitnish. And a good mark taken there for Mooroolbark. And what is going on there? standing on the mark, and she was already away from the footy. Nonetheless, Mooroolbark go inside, forward 50. Rolling ball towards the goals. Stays to the left-hand side, minus score.
Yep. So moves the score to 4-10-34 to Montrose, 5 behinds. Rogers moves things forward for the D's, the captain. First to get there was Emma King and a tackle. Tackling pressure's been really good by the Mustangs in this game. The physicality has definitely been lifted for the Mustangs. Jones gets a strong tackle there. That was by Haberfield. That will be holding the ball. It is. And I tell you, she's starting to heat up on this game, Haberfield. She's having a really good game.
She's had a good 3 quarters so far.
Same as her sister as well in Sarah. Speaking of Sarah, she picks up the ball. Heyman involved. It's Paris. Gets the kick to Mackie. Mackie's got all the time in the world. She just settles around. Kick wasn't great. To the Carrigan direction.
Great mark there.
So there you go. Danielle Carrigan can kick the Mustangs' 5th of the day. And to sort of, I don't want to say it or jinx it a bit, but this could be, you know, the Mustangs is where they continue on their merry way. This could be it.
Don't do the caller's curse.
And as Carrigan can line up and kick the Mustangs' 5th of the day. And she does. No questions about it. Straight through at the moment. And that moves the score to 5-10-40 to Montrose. 5 behinds, and it's just been a Mustangs day out here, down here at Montrose Recreation Reserve. And on the 3/4 time siren, The Demons got a lot of work to do, but the Mustangs, they're all over at the moment. At the three-quarter time buzzer, it's the Mooroolbark Footy Club, 5-10-40 to Montrose 5 behinds. After this, we'll have Kate Green interview both coaches, and you'll have the fourth quarter action straight after this. Welcome back to the Deakin University match of the round down here at Montrose Recreation Reserve, where the Mustangs are just all over the Demons at the moment. It looks like the Mustangs will continue on their merry way and lock up a top two finish at this stage. It's the Mustangs 5-10-40 to Montrose 5 behinds. And my name's Blake Tennant, joined by Oscar Ludke. How have you seen that third quarter?
Yeah, as you said, Mooroolbark just really dominant again in that third term, and Montrose have a bit of work to do coming into this last quarter. Hopefully Shalette Baker has had a talk to the troops, and maybe they can bring something in this last term. It'll be a big effort from them, but I won't count them out at this stage. Although they do have a bit of work to do, as they lead by 35 points here, Mooroolbark, at the start of the fourth quarter. The umpire ready to get us back underway at Montrose Recreation Reserve. It is Montrose and Mooroolbark, and it will be Blake Tennant to get us underway for the last quarter.
Let's quickly go to boundary side of Kate Green.
Just at the start of this quarter, I'm just here with Montrose's Shalette Baker. Shaleigh, I've been so impressed with your back six that they've been under the pump all game. They've not given up. They haven't wavered. They've been strong. They've been getting it down to your mids and forwards. Really impressive. And I really hope for this quarter you get some majors on the score. How are you and the girls feeling, and what was your message for this final quarter?
I think we just need to go in for our last quarter for the home and away season, because this is it for us, is to just try and finish it off positively, really. So, and we know that we've been able to kick quite a few goals in with the wind at home. So, you know, we still say never say never. Yeah, so we're not going to die wondering today.
Oh, we never underestimate Montrose, because you always have something in the bag and you always come back strong.
Yeah. So hopefully we can get this quarter, as you said, first thing is get a goal and then we can work from there. So, yeah, we'll see how we go.
Well, I'd like to say all the best for this rest of this quarter, and all the best going into finals, because I know we'll see you there.
Thank you so much. Thanks for that, Kate.
As play continues on here, sorry, just fixing up my mic. I'm currently on. This is good. As Forrest gets a kick to Batten. Batten marks it. As she plays it inside the forward 50. Brown playing forward this quarter, of course, being a midfielder all day as well. As Whitnish, but first to get there was Haverfield, who gets the hit out. She gets her own hit out, and that's going to be holding the ball. It is. So it's going to be holding the ball, going to Charlie. No, not going to Charlie. It's going to go number 42 in Hannah Wells. Having a really fine year as well for the Demons. She gets it inside the forward 50. McMaster gets a snap that's smothered. Haverfield again. She's having a really good game for this. And that's a strong bump there. That was terrific. That's holding. That's no, nothing cold. Guess I'm not an umpire anymore. Used to be. As a hand pass goes to the Brown direction, but Haverfield first to get there. She springs around one Montrose player. She gets it inside the forward 50. Nothing doing, and Haverfield in Ruby gets tackled, and it's going to be another ball up inside the forward 50.
Boundary.
Let's go boundary side.
Just with Mooroolbark's coach Karen Ralph for the last quarter. Karen, your whole back line, your mids and your forwards have been really powering this game. It's been really impressive to see. Going into this quarter, what was your final message for the girls?
Really just to play smart footy. We've got obviously control of the scoreboard, which means we can control the clock. So that sort of mark, push back. Sorry, Bella's just going for goal. And we just got a goal, so that's great.
Bella kicks that.
So really, yeah. And now I think we are able to control the clock. We can use the defensive parts of the field as well. So hopefully we're able to just, like I said, 17 more minutes played out.
And just with the behinds you've got, because you've got 10 at the moment, would you say that's a mixture of both the pressure that's come from Montrose and the fact of the conditions with this wind going all over the place?
Yeah, definitely the pressure. I mean, Montrose, like I said, they haven't given up at all. They've continued to put pressure on the ball carrier. We're probably... I think we deserved the 2 goals we got in the last quarter because of the amount of ball we had in the forward line. So, yeah, just reward for effort, I think.
Thanks very much. I'd just like to wish you all the best for the rest of this game, and I know that we'll see you in finals, so I wish you all the best and see you then.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Kate. Appreciate it.
Kate Green down there on the boundary with Karen Ralph, the coach of the Mooroolbark Mustangs. Great work there as the ball's wrapped up in the middle of the ground here at Montrose Recreation Reserve. 4 minutes and 22 gone in the last term. 6:10:46 to 5 behinds.
Ruby
Montrose.
again.
She goes to the middle of the ground, and a good strong mark taken there by McKernan as she sends this up the wing to DeBright. Plays on and wheels around. Looking forward for a mark. Can't quite get one. Ball comes to ground. Wrapped up, comes in over the top of the pack.
Delaney back in that mix again. She's been having a good game as well, number 12 for Mooroolbark.
She certainly has. And this is a crucial time. Montrose really need a goal. It's sent inside. Coming back to the footy is Mackey. And it's now sent out of defensive 50. Put back in by Lawson.
Oh, that's
Bouncing
my bounce.
ball.
That's a goal.
It's that Sharon. It is that Sharon again. It does absolute wonders. And a great goal there.
Mooroolbark really, Montrose really needed that. I'm actually really, really happy they got that because next week they actually have a bye. So the next time they play will be in finals. So to get a major on the board, okay, it's a fourth quarter, but the work rate that they've had with their backs and attacking and that, they really deserve that.
Trying to find out who that was, actually. So
I think it may have been Hannah Lawson.
It was, I'll just double check for you, but I'm quite sure that Oscar was on the money with that.
yeah,
But I'll just confirm for
it's
you.
just a quick motion as well, and it's in the side. The Demons 450. And another tackle, and it's going to be directly in the front of the forward 50 of Montrose here. Scoreboard reads Montrose 1-5-11 to Mooroolbark 6-10-46. We've gone about 6.5 minutes into this final quarter. It's the Deakin University match of the round, of course. Mooroolbark win this. They jump to second on the ladder and they will stay there because Montrose, of course, had the bye. The Bray gets a kick away. I think that's a goal, I think. It is. And it's Charlie DeBray. She gets the second, and could this spark? Again, I think it's too late, but I think...
Comeback's on.
Yeah, I don't know. I think they've left it a bit too late, Montrose, but that moves the score. The 2-5-17 to Mooroolbark 6-10-46. If we had a Tobin Brothers goal of the day, that will be the goal of the day for sure.
Oh, it has to be.
That was unreal.
We've had a few.
That is great.
Just confirming that first goal for Montrose was Lawson, and Zebra Charlie for that second one. I'm really happy that Montrose is coming back like this in this last quarter because they really do need some positives leading into the finals.
As Brown continuing where she left off in the first half. Strong contributor. She picks up the ball again. She's just spinning again, just taking on everyone as she pleases. She says, just get off me. And a mark taken there. That was by Tiana Whitnish. Again, she's had a new role today. Usually I've been seeing her playing in the back line. She's rotated in the middle, of course.
She actually this season she's been playing in a number of positions.
And a strong tackle again. That was by Ruby Haverfield. And she might have pulled up second best here, Ruby.
Ruby's had a brilliant game.
Yeah, I reckon she might. Do you reckon she's on track for the Hoyts?
Well, she's top of my list at the moment.
Yeah, I think so.
Followed by McMaster, Delaney, and then I've got Brown, but I've also got on the opposition side, I've got Jones.
Yeah. As DeBray gets another one. The bounce is going to sit this one. It does for Lennox. Lennox, the open goal square. This can roll through. It does!
Wow.
The Demons are slowly coming back. 3-5-23.
Where was this? Where was
to
this?
the
Yeah,
Mustangs,
Oscar, I agree with you, Oscar.
6-10-46.
Where is this? Blake, where is this being all game?
I don't know. I don't know.
Can we confirm that goal kicker, please?
Yeah, I think that was. I had it locked in
Okay,
here.
I'll double check again.
I'm sorry, I had that actually locked in. That was my bad. Trying to find. Maybe Lennox. I think it actually was Lennox. The number one.
I mean, confirming from the Montrose faithful, it was Lennox.
Yes. I was just too excited about that goal. That was a terrific goal, open goal square. I knew it was Lennox, I see it. Can't swear, of course, but as they get a kick, that was by Hannah Lawson. And somehow the Demon Army's getting up and about in a strong tackle.
I do have to say to you, in a conversation that I had when I was collecting information before pre-game, Blake, Shillette did cheekily say to me that she kind of wished you didn't pick them because when you don't pick them, they win.
Yes. Lennox gets a kick. bit high there, and that's going to be another ball up. They're slowly coming, but I think it's too late. I think Mooroolbark have done enough here.
Well, we've
It's
still
gonna be
got,
a
what,
ball up.
9 minutes?
10 minutes, 10 minutes.
Who knows? Momentum does strange things, and it is shifting the way of Montrose at the minute. As they try and get forward, holding the ball. So it will go the way of Mooroolbark. And a good tackle laid there. So Mooroolbark able to clear this out and just slow things down a bit. And it will be Ruby Haberfield. Sends it to the broadcast wing. Centre wing, that is. Getting around there. And now wrapped up. So ball up from the umpire, centre wing, broadcast side. Just under 10 minutes to play. Montrose 3-5-23 to Mooroolbark 6-10-46. Ball coming up just over the head there of Dove. And now putting it onto the boot through the middle of the ground. And punched forward there by Lawson, who kicked an important goal for Montrose before. Tries to get onto the boot there, wrapped up by Haberfield.
Delaney for Mooroolbark's really come into the fore and really laying on a lot of tackles this quarter.
Tap down behind, gets it onto the boot as Rogers sends it forward over the top. Can you believe that?
You've got to be kidding me. You have got to be kidding me. Oh, my God.
The comeback's on for Montrose.
The crowd is just, you've got a mixture of woohooing and oh, my God.
4-5-29 to 6-10-46. 12 minutes played on the scoreboard. Back to you, Blake Tennant. What do you make of that?
That is unbelievable. I think that was number 15 in Lawson. Was that correct there?
I'll just double check with, again, I may as well stay up to Montrose then.
I'm in awe at the moment. That was incredible.
Maybe that turning on that heater's done it, Blake.
I know, the heater's doing a lot of things as well. Sue's up here. She got the heater up for us, actually, and she's actually decided to park here. Photographer duties.
Hey.
Strong tackle, gets a kick. That was, again, they're looking okay at the moment. McMaster gets a hand pass to Brown. She dugs one. She's got numbers across. Forrest gets involved. She gets it inside forward 50 to the Carrigan. Carrigan can line up. Where would this bounce? It's going to trip to the left. I think that's it's a touch. Touch behind.
Boundary.
Let's go boundary side.
That last crazy goal was from number 7 for Montrose, Grace Rogers.
Grace Rogers. Sharp goal kicker as well. And Green, the captain, can continue the proceedings. Things are slightly headed up down here at Montrose Recreation Reserve.
I can't believe this. Oscar, what are you thinking?
Oh, that is a great mark there. The momentum completely shifting Montrose way. And it's just great from them as they kick this towards centre wing on that outer side. Just under 7 minutes to play.
It's going to be a tense 7 minutes.
It certainly is. Can Montrose get this ball forward again? 4-5-29 to 6-11-47. Montrose trailing. They've got numbers back. And she's able to collect and kick it up towards the middle of the ground. A good interceptor mark. It's Delaney again, who's been good all day for Mooroolbark in the back line.
She's been one of the leads in their back line for Mooroolbark.
And now she goes up into the middle of the ground. Can't quite get a mark. Ball comes off hands. Picked up now by Brown. Sent inside the forward 50. Can Mooroolbark just steady the ship? Kicks inside, rolling towards goal. Stays too far to the right and goes through for a minor score. 4-5-29 to 6-12-48. 14 minutes and 34 gone in the fourth term. Back to you, Blake Tennant.
It's slowly, a bit of a silence crowd, but I think, as I said, the Mustangs have done enough. They've been a really good team. Haberfield again to McMaster. McMaster can get it towards the pocket here to the Bonnie Smith Anderson direction. That's going to be touched. And
Bl-
it's
Blake,
through from behind.
the crowd's not that quiet. they are they're just picking and choosing their moments. But you've got to be happy with Montrose's response this quarter.
I think they've just left it a bit too late, though. That's just how I see it as at this stage. And
Yeah,
another
but
tackle.
with Montrose, there's peaks and waves with their game, like with many teams, and just unfortunately that seems to be
Get
the
smothered
way
away.
they're
Sorry,
today.
Kate. I've got to get Bonnie Smith Anderson gets a strong tackle, and that's going to be holding the ball. It is. Sorry to cut you off there, Kate.
Oh no, don't apologise. All good. All I'm just saying is, this is going into finals. This is what Montrose needed to respond with in this quarter, because they've got that bye next week. So they really needed something to lift them going into a bye and then the finals.
Sorry, there's the Mustangs bump it forward to Wilkinson. Brown involved, and that's a dark, but she get called here. So Brown's going to back herself here by the looks of things. She's going to back herself here.
She does have, she
Wheels, I think.
she has 13 goals. That includes the one that she previously kicked. So
Plays off the mark. Wasn't a great kick. Looking for the Carrican. Carrican will get the ball. That's a bit of a drop in the ball, and it will be. It will be dropping the ball. Free kick going to Montrose. Trying to find a teammate in Grace Rogers. Another tackle, but again, it's going to be a ball up. On the outer side wing, near the scoreboard, of course. Scoreboard currently reads Mooroolbark 6-13-49 to Montrose 4-5-29. 17 minutes gone into this final quarter. I think the Mustangs might be home here. Strong tackle. The umpire had it in his whistle, but chose not to do it.
3 minutes left to play here at Montrose Recreations Reserve, and may have just left it a bit too late, as Blake Tennant said before. Montrose is 4-5-29 to 6-13-49. And Montrose trying to move this forward. Maybe one last roll of the dice for them. Comes into the middle of the ground.
Delaney again.
Delaney always near the contest so far. All on her own. Has time. She steadies. Kicks towards the wing. Options there. Rolling ball. Punch to advantage. And running past her there. And taken down was Sarah Haberfield. And the umpire has called a ball up.
Lucky not to get head high for that.
So 2 minutes to play. It was definitely very vocal down there on the sideline again. Getting lots of advice, the umpire, which is always a difficult job to do. And we'll have a ball up here.
For the physicality intensity of this game, kudos to the umpires, because they've really had to work hard for this game, and they've done a brilliant job.
As always, they always do a great job. This kick doesn't find the desired target, straight into the hands of Jameson. She tries to find a target. It was almost a 3-on-1 there as she tried to find Lawson. And it's probably a bit too late for Montrose now, but maybe they can just save us something to take out of this game as it's sent back inside, wrapped up inside 50. And a minute left on the clock here at Montrose Recreation Reserve. It has been a great fight back from Montrose, but maybe leaving it a bit too late as the ball is wrapped up in the middle of the ground. As we slowly see this one out.
So Mooroolbark, of course, second on the ladder. Back-to-back premierships. This is an incredible story, isn't it? That's building at this stage.
And close to final series as well. It's been an incredible game and a great job.
Definitely one of the stories of this women's competition as well.
100%, and a great job, of course, to Mooroolbark.
Karen Ralph's just done a terrific job with this group to get into where they are, second on the ladder. And that will do it. Full time down here at Montrose Recreation Reserve. It's the Mustangs who take home the win here today. They move to second on the ladder and they say, look out, we're back again on the big stage again. It's Montrose 4-5-29 to Mooroolbark 6-13-49. An incredible performance. Kate, if you can we find...
I will. I need to
Ruby
confirm.
Haberfield. I think she was the one.
Okay, that's Ruby for you, Ruby for me. Oscar, where are
you
you?
going Ruby as well, or do you have anyone else?
Well, I've been sort of outvoted there, so I think I'll go with Ruby as well. But
No, well, Oscar, you don't have to.
No,
Was
I
there
thought
somebody else that you really felt...
I think Haberfield played amazing. I think we go get her. She's had a great game.
Okay, I can do that for you. Thanks, gentlemen. Do you want to read through a few scores from other... Because I don't think we've really done that this game. While I go and find Ruby.
Yeah, that's fine. We can have a look around. I don't think scores have been updated as much. Park Orchards up by 34 points over Baronia. Vermont 65-21 over Whitehorse. So 2 games, of course, have gone the way. I've sort of tipped it as well. And, of course, the 2:30 game as well between South Croydon and South Belgrave. Division 1, Donvale. All over Knox at the moment. I'm shocked about this. 40-19. Donvale leading, no scores around the ground. So there's Ruby Haberfield.
Gentlemen, I have Ruby for you.
Ruby, it's when we get the headset. Ruby Haberfield, it's Blake Tennant here. Congratulations on the win. Second spot, back-to-back premiers. You just put a statement onto the competition. How does this one feel?
It feels so good. Last game we played and we drew, and I knew our girls could come out and win. It was all of us.
Yeah, you had a really standout performance as well, and to kick 1 goal as well today must be a sort of relief because you've had a really good season as well. Playing with your sister, of course. How does that one feel? Playing with Sarah, who's coming across first season. How does that one feel?
It's been so good. So good to have her by our side. She smashed it. I knew she would be good, so I was like, come play.
Yeah, and of course she's had the basketball background, so she definitely got a lot of stuff there. But you guys come into the next game, and it's going to be an absolute cracker of a game because you obviously locked up second spot on the ladder, which is great. And then after that, you guys face Blackburn, the red hot team. What is this one? Big win against Montrose.
Yeah.
Blackburn next week. Doesn't get much easier.
Yeah, we can beat them. I know we can. It was a close one last game, but I just know we can come up and take a win.
No worries. All right, Ruby, I think the girls want to sing the song. I don't blame them. You've had a terrific game today. I'll let you go for now. Enjoy the rest of the season. Big final series to come, and hopefully another grand final down at Mooroolbark. Congratulations. Enjoy the Hoyts Eastland Player of the Day.
Thank you so much.
No worries. Ruby Haberfield there, the Mooroolbark player there, the Hoyts Eastland Player of the Game. Oscar, terrific game, of course. And well, I think we're going to put a little bit more on the Mustangs at the moment. They salute another game performance, so she gets the photo taken, of course. And the Mustangs that's a statement win, I reckon.
I mean, it's really important, as you said, especially coming up near finals. Blackburn are red hot, and they've got them next week. So this really states a bit of a, as the girls getting around her. But it is a big statement from Mooroolbark to come up with a big win here against Montrose, coming into the red hot form Blackburn next week and coming up close to the final series as well. But it's been a fantastic contest and maybe left a bit too late there to come back from Montrose, but they showed a good bit of fight still, and they're definitely not out of this contest going into the final series.
Yeah, no, I think they did. I think they did leave it a bit too late, Montrose. They were very good though, but this might wrap us up for today's game. It was the Mustangs winners by 20 points, 6-13-49 to Montrose 4-5-29. A statement win for the Mustangs. They take on Blackburn next week, which is going to be a huge game, and it has huge ramifications for finals. Thanks to Megan Green, of course, for LKL Media finally got that one right. I had to get that one right. And, of course, Kate Green on the boundary. Terrific job. That would do us. We've got the senior men's match of the round straight after this. So stay on your couch or you can listen on Radio Eastern 98.1, Radio Eastern, for the game between Nova Park and East Ringwood. That's it for now. Oscar Lakey, thanks for joining us.
Thanks as always.